Hey, this is Steve Halleck of TikToking. As always, you can find me at Steve Halleck on Instagram, or you can see my inventory at TikToking.com. Today I have a really cool Bethune. This is the DB25 White Knight. So, first thing you notice, obviously, is this stunning dial. The center portion is fired enamel. It's this creamy, white, delicious enamel with just the very classic painted Bethune moniker. And then around it, you have their signature heat blued titanium. I'll just let you soak it in for a second because this thing is something else. Now the contrast of the heat blued titanium, which is kind of futuristic with this classic enamel, is just really spectacular. It's unique in that they, I don't believe, have done that combination in any of their other watches, except there's another version of this that is blue in the center and enamel around the outside instead. But it was this really cool idea. The DB25 is the more classic of their case shapes. It doesn't have the movable lugs like the DB28. I did another DB25 review of the standard one. Obviously this is a special one, but the movement is the same. It's an automatic movement, and it's got these really cool blued titanium parts. And I wish I could somehow stop the balance, because the balance wheel is really awesome. You should Google it and look it up. It's got these cool platinum weights, and it's not a full circle. It's basically like this kind of blued titanium with these kind of oblong football shaped platinum weights on it. And it's really pretty cool. Obviously all in-house developed, very unique to Bethune and all of their searching for chronometric performance through space age materials and new designs. And they've got like 1 million patents and I think 30 of their own calibers, and these guys are out of control. The case is rose gold, so it's got this cool, like, it's like very classic and yet very modern at the same time. These extremely classic hands, but they have this sort of modern feel to them. And then you've got this case that is their kind of classic case, but it's also a very space agey case. So the contrast and kind of playing with the idea of time, not the time that it's telling, but the time and design language of each of these things is very interesting with this watch. The crown is really nice. It's big and it's kind of knurled. And obviously it's an automatic watch, so you don't have to do a whole lot of winding of this thing, but it is really nice to use and it's nice to set the time. And overall, of course, this is a simple watch, so set it and forget it. It's automatic, no date, no other functions, just kind of this classic, awesome dress watch, I guess you could call it. So I'll show it to you on the wrist. This is 44 millimeters, but the DB25 case with its kind of short angled lugs fits quite well. So it doesn't wear super big, but it does have this very big face. You can see the bezel is not big, so most of it is the dial, and you're really getting a lot of bang for your buck in terms of space used by this beautiful dial. Obviously the watch is about the dial in the hands, and then you know that you have this amazing piece of horology with the movement, but the main thing anybody's gonna focus on is this dial in hands. So again, it definitely doesn't wear particularly big. You may see the 44 millimeters and get scared off, but you can see here, I have plenty of room on my wrist with these lugs. I happen to actually have on my desk a Chronomet Blue, so you can see size-wise next to each other. This is 39 millimeters, and they don't wear terribly differently on the wrist. The de Bethune definitely looks bigger, but in terms of where the lugs come to and how it sits on the wrist, it's not that much different. Let's see here, if I put the CB there, it's that much bigger basically, right? So here, you know what? Since I have these two together, let's take a look next to each other, right? So, two different styles of blue, right? And there you can see size-wise and kind of variations on a theme, I suppose. Blue watches, here you've got the tantalum and the rose gold here. De Bethune is really pushing design language and materials. Journe is a little bit more classic, although the tantalum case is a very modern and cool material. So these are both really cool watches. They're both actually very nicely priced, I think, and really great choices if you're looking for an independent watch that can be both sort of classic and dressed down. You can imagine this with like jeans and a white t-shirt would just be killer to me, but maybe that's just my style. Anyway, the Chronomet Blue obviously is a little bit more casual and able to be more casual than this DB with its enamel dial especially. But anyway, there it is. The de Bethune DB25 White Knight. These are pretty tough to find, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. And man, it's a stunning piece, huh? All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.